Oh, that's better. All right. Um, Now we're moving into the late 1970s, and I'm going to read you. Like I said, I have broken these up into sections. I think I am going to keep them that way. I'm going to make it like a magazine and break it up, and I might put. Um, I'll figure out how I'm going to do it, and then publish these and have these go in written work on my sites for people who still want to read. Maybe I'll do some cartoons with them or some animation on them. But we're dealing with the 1970s, late 1970s. So it's a publisher's note, and then we'll get into the Ricks Boys. All right, the publisher's note. We are entering the 1082 Rogers Avenue, Brooklyn, New York years, a crucial part of my development. I started working, found out about my father, and gained comprehension of racism. I was 9 years old. I also learned that I was birthed into a pit of poverty, with multiple institutions trying to destroy me. Some systems wanted me dead immediately, other systems were killing me slowly. The 1082 Rogers Avenue years were also a time when I met good people struggling in a post-COINTELPRO society. I could also see that the concept of community was starting to fade away from us. The Ricks Boys. I met Ronald and Tony Ricks while at 1082 Rogers Avenue. The whole family was good to me. Almost every parent was good to almost every child. It was the 1970s, late 1970s. I wish that black children today could experience community. This is a theme I keep coming back to. But black adults have reduced or rejected the concept of community. I was friends with the Ricks Boys in the 4th grade, and I'm sure they felt pity for me. Tony and Ronald Ricks were cousins, and Gregory Ricks was Ronald Ricks's oldest brother, real community oriented, would take us to the park, would play ball with us, would teach us, tried to teach me how to ride a bike. But I didn't stay in 1082 long enough because we were chronically homeless. Pity from others, or more correctly, empathy, is what helped me to survive. I had no brothers, so Ronald and Tony helped to teach me how to play basketball, ride a bike, etc. I learned most of the things the Rick Boys taught me except how to ride a bike. I'm a grown man who cannot ride a two-wheel bike or drive a car. This drops my value as a man to women. I accept that. We are bound by social values. Tony and Ronald were cousins, but they acted like brothers. I remember that they had fathers in their lives. It caused me to finally ask my mother where my father was, but that story will come later. My time at 1082 Rogers Avenue was one of those breakthrough periods of my life. I learned that the police had control over our neighborhood. I never saw the police where my mother cleaned houses. I was silly enough to believe that the police cared because they were nice to us at the Police Athletic League after school program. The older children played sports while I did homework and played games. I knew the court system was not good, but my young mind believed that I could separate particular cops from the rest of the modern plantation system in the United States. And again, I didn't understand it to be that, but I knew something wasn't right. And the cops would ride through and say, "Tim, what are you doing over there? What are you doing here? You stay out of trouble." Things like that. And it was almost like they knew us because the Police Athletic League was not just if you played sports, but you went in and you did homework. So I went in there all the time because I was a latchkey kid. So it was that kind of thing. I don't know who else went through that, but I'm sure a lot of children have that relationship with police officers. And they always seemed cool at that point. But like I said, when my mother took me to work where she cleaned houses, I didn't see them roaming around the same way. So that stuck in my mind. We'll go through the 1082 years. We're getting close to the when we moved into the projects. That's the years, man. Those are the juicy years. But we're getting there. That's when I gain consciousness. That's when you go to the real America. Okay, so until then, listen, if you want to support me, you can do directly. You can be a sponsor, or you can go to the platforms. A lot of material at the platforms. Oh, don't get caught off guard. You're going to be doing remote learning. So you need to take my classes. I have classes that will help you with your school districts if you need that, with whatever you need for your child to do. If you're an adult going into university or in university, I have classes that will help you with that. I have books and essays that will help you with that stuff. So take advantage. Until next time, take care and be safe.